So the first thing that I did was I copied my Flexbox model, right-click, copy, went into lesson 9, I right-clicked and paste, and then I went into lesson 6 CSS, and I copied the Flexbox model CSS by right-clicking and copying. And then I went into lesson 9 CSS and pasted. And then I went up to lesson 6, media, and copied my graphic by right-clicking and copy, and went into lesson 9 media, right-click and paste to get the graphic there. So now at this point, I have the files I need in my lesson 9 folder, and I've opened up Flexbox model, and I am going to save this under a different name. And I'm going to call it a Flexbox model with animation. And this is the one that I am going to be applying the animation to. And I'm going to go ahead and open up my CSS. And the animation that we want is we want to make the boxes rock when we point at them. So let me open up the page. That is not the right one. Here we go. So the goal is when we point at these boxes, we want them to rock back and forth. So that is the animation effect that we are looking for. So I'm going to go ahead and put some animation on the bottom that will make them do that. Now we have some animation already that creates a little bit of a rocking effect. And we put that in Song Snippet. So if we wanted to look at this, we do have some rotation going on here. So if you don't really like to type, you could copy this. I'm going to change the name to Rock. And basically I'm going to keep I'm only going to keep a couple of the rotates here. And let's see, I'm not sure if I'm going to think that this is enough. So we'll start at 10. Maybe this can be 50. And you have to decide what you want for these settings, because there's really not a right or wrong way to make these things rock. All right, so this is what I'm going to start with. And then I need to apply these to the sections. And so let me make sure. It's been a while since we worked on that. So yep, each one of those boxes is in a section. That's definitely where we want to apply it. I'm going to say animate, except for we only want to do it on the hover. So we'll do section hover. Then we're going to say animate. Now let's see. Calling it rock. And maybe I'll have it animate for 2 seconds. And why don't we do it 5 times? Let me save that and reload. And I don't think the number of times is making any difference, so I'm going to get rid of that. And let's reload it. Oh, I guess it was making a difference. Yep. All right, so let me change it. I think I'm going to set it to infinite. So as long as I'm hovering, I want it to rock. Okay, now these are all settings that you can decide. And if you want it to rock a little faster, make it for less seconds. Let me see. Yep, I like that. Okay, so that is the idea behind animating your Flexbox. Okay, you are basically adding keyframes to make it rock, and then you're going to add a hover to the section, and that's where you put your animation property.